What is up, guys? We just literally saw the craziest crash that I've seen for a long time in the crypto space. And I think this one actually shook me up a little bit. I was laying in bed and I literally saw, I was looking at Bitcoin, I was looking at Ethereum, and I just keep getting these notifications on my phone. Ethereum down to 4.2K, Ethereum down to 4.1K, 4K, 3.9, 3.7. I'm like, when is this going to stop? What's going on? Then I get a message from a friend and I know something isn't good. So I quickly open my trading view. I'm on my phone. I'm looking at trading view. And then I realize something. Altcoins crashed between 70 and 90%. The black swan has flown in. This is anomalous, in my opinion. 70 to 90% that quickly for altcoins is not normal. Now, Bitcoin, 120K or whatever it was at, crashing down to 103K. Yeah, that sucks. But I'll be honest, that's really not the big problem here. That's not the bad thing. Bitcoin going from 120 to 103K, that volatility, when it's pegged to perhaps politics or some sort of news-based FUD and fundamentals, that's pretty normal. But yeah, guys, that was insane. I just want to say, I hope you guys out there are doing good. Speak to your friends. I know this gig can be very solitude and it can be easy to get lonely in this space. And yeah, please guys, I hope you're okay. Now, we can see on the 30 days, we've literally wiped out everything that we've had. All the progress from October has completely been wiped out. But I do want to show you this chart very quickly, which, it's all perspective. It's all perspective because when you look at the 4-hour time frame, when you look up close, yes, it looks terrible. When we go to a smaller time frame here, you can see that's how bad the market looks. Because we literally saw the market capital of altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, which went from 1.1 trillion, it went down 25% in a matter of minutes. But when we do zoom out, guys, it's always perspective. We're actually looking super strong. We're already on our way to recovery. Now, I think this was some sort of great reset, which just happened. I don't know how, I don't know why. But it feels like a big reset. Now, this also happened in 2018, where we had a very bad week for altcoins, and we saw a similar percentage drop. We actually saw even more, 60% back in January 2018. We also saw another tragic event in May 2021, where we saw a 60% in the total value of altcoins get completely, eradicated, completely removed from the market. What actually happened with this one, if we look at the weekly space, it was less. It was actually 35%. So this felt terrible. It did. But it's not the worst. It's actually not the worst by percentage, perhaps by magnitude or volume, because it was a $20 billion liquidation. But I do think zooming out and just looking at where we are, guys, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we would be begging. We would be just, absolutely wishing that we could have a market as strong and good looking as it is. Looking at gold, Nvidia, this is all the global assets by market cap right now. We have Bitcoin at 1.668 trillion. And, it slipped away from Amazon, obviously, and probably maybe silver, but still one of the most solid assets out there in the world right now. So, of course, guys, remember, crypto is super risky. It's super volatile. And I think a big thing here, which a lot of people aren't going to say, is having too much leverage is not good. Having too much exposure to, altcoins might not be good. Now, this is the chart I would go back to, guys. And like I say, it goes back to perspective. This is the BLX chart. Look at where we are right now on this logarithmic regression chart. And we're still very heavily in a bull run. We've had 3 weekly consecutive red candles. And the fine line that we do need to hold is around $110,000. We don't want to slip away to $96,000. Although if we did slip away to $96,000, there's still every possibility we could bounce from there. We could hit 96K and we can actually still see continuation, because that's just the way the market can go. It can be so absurdly hard to predict, and it wants to be hard to predict. It wants to be like a racetrack, which challenges you. Every corner, every approach, every decision you make, it's always going to be a challenging one. Now, I think, honestly, the king strategy is just look at the data here. It's just hodl. Typically, if you bought Bitcoin low, hold for 4 years, you're usually always in a better position 4 years later. No matter the point of entry, you would be in a better time or a better position, But yeah, I do want to do a quick shout out actually to KSEX, because they carried me through that crash, I was, like I said, I was in my bed. I got out of bed because I saw these altcoins go down 70%. And naturally I'm thinking, this isn't normal. I'm going to be a contrarian here. I'm going to do what I've always taught myself to do. And that is to simply buy some coins. You know, these were all long positions that I've now closed. I did make quite a nice amount of money yesterday, you know, close some trades here. We have one last standing being ZEC because Zcash was trending before anyway. And but yeah, guys, honestly, KSEX just carried me through it. No problems, no lag, no input delay, nothing. Sign up to KSEX down below, one of the lowest fee exchanges in the market, by the way, and you're going to get some sign up bonuses as well. Also, get yourself into Jacob's crypto clan. It's a free to join Discord if you're feeling a bit hurt, if you want someone to speak to, if you want some sort of alleviation, just come hang out with us. The link is down below. Get into the Discord, say hi. We've got 42.3k members here, and you know, I'm probably going to have to do a lot of alleviation, and you know, I'll be in the chats, I'll be speaking to you guys, and you know, yesterday was a terrible day for a lot of people. An absolute flash crash in the crypto space, which felt very, very anomalous. It felt very, very vicious, and it was crazy. So remember, folks, be safe. The only reason I did not get burnt from this, and I know a lot of respectable people out there did get absolutely burned, like Satoshi Stacker, he lost 5 million, I believe. We saw some other people lose like 15 million in Sucoin. The reason I did not lose a significant amount of money, in fact, I made money, was because I do not sit on high leverage. I do not even sit on low leverage. I do like to have a stable, low risk portfolio. And I think when you are doing this, you get to then capitalize on the fear in the market when it happens. So I think it's all good to go a bit higher risk when things are lower in price, because, you know, I like to buy the fear and then you ride up, you sort of take profits in tranches. But yeah, that was wild. And if you're new here, subscribe, like the video, do hit the thumbs up, share with a friend, get yourself into my Discord channel down below, guys. Be absolutely amazing for you guys to see. You know, some people are already making incredible comebacks in the market. He just made a massive long here. And yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of losses for most people. Most people would have lost yesterday, which is a sad thing to say. But hey, we're going to go onwards and upwards. Everything needs a red day, and you know, this market is still looking very, very healthy. Like I said, we look here, and actually, you know, the market is still looking seriously strong on the weekly time frame, the monthly time frame. We're in a good place. Anyways, guys, bye bye. I'm gonna go make a coffee. We'll see you soon. Peace.